Okay, so let's get into the story about this DJ, this Turkish DJ who faced a horror death in North London. And a lot of people are, discussing the situation because of his connections to P. Diddy. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, send a super thanks, give this video a thumbs up, and please click that button and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Now, in regards to this story, there's a lot of misinformation going around about the story everywhere. And although everybody is reporting on it, I do feel like a lot of misinformation has been attached to a lot of reporting, and it just is quite frustrating to see. So we're just going to get into this. This glamorous Instagram life of a Turkish DJ, trigger warning because the story is insane, where, a lot of things happened to this man. Kidnapped and bundled into a van by masked knife men, the pair were taken to a kebab restaurant near the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Having been stripped naked, Mr. Albergan was then tortured, the 94 wounds inflicted on his body bearing testimony to the systematic abuse he was subjected to. He was strangled, scalded with boiling water, stabbed in the soles of his feet, and beaten with a baseball bat, suffering 14 fractured ribs. Even his genitals showed signs of injury, and even things were placed into his rectum. That Mr. Albergan's death was truly horrific, there can be no doubt. Indeed, perhaps the only mercy was that his suffering was relatively short, a matter of hours rather than days, according to the findings of a shocking post-mortem. As for his partner, after 48 hours, she was eventually escaped. Battered and bruised, what she experienced would be impossible to forget. Indeed, the 34-year-old was left so traumatized by her ordeal that she refused to return to Britain from her home in Turkey to give evidence in the Old Bailey trial of 6 men variously accused of murder, kidnap, false imprisonment, and perverting the court of justice. On Thursday, that 10-week hearing came to an end with the conviction of 2 thugs for the killing of Mr. Albergan, with other gang members found guilty of abducting the people. But despite their conviction, the reality is that many unanswered questions remain, including why Mr. Albergan's killer chose to torture him in the way they did. All those charged denied have anything to do with his death. Speaking from his home in Turkey early this week, Mr. Albergan's father said that he's absolutely broken. Turkish gangs were jealous of the life he lived. They wanted 150,000, but they killed him. Now, this obviously is absolutely insane, and a lot of people are relating this to P. Diddy because of the fact that he, had connections to P. Diddy. Now, a lot of misinformation is going around about this conversation, and I really want to clear this out. I thoroughly do not believe this has anything to do with P. Diddy. First and foremost, he did not die this week. He did not die last month in October. He died last year, October in 2022, and the court was finally adjourned and people were charged for his murder this year, and therefore this is why this information has been released. So people are assuming this recently took place because P. Diddy is currently in the news, but no, this took place last year. Now, I am from London, born and raised, so I know what it is when it comes to these kind of stories. In North London specifically, there are Turkish and Cypriot kind of, groups of people. There are a lot of Turkish gangs. There are a lot of situations that go on down there. Evidently, this man was flaunting a life that other people wanted. They are all Turkish, probably knew each other, probably issues behind the scenes. They were demanding money, and therefore they stored this man in a restaurant, probably knew the owners and knew what was going to do, and they paid off the owners, killed the man, kept her in there for 48 hours, and she luckily escaped, has been traumatized, and has left Turkey. I don't think this has anything to do with P. Diddy in any capacity. It doesn't make any sense as to why it would correlate with P. Diddy, because he was seen with P. Diddy. He's also seen with Salt Bae. So why is nobody assuming this? Now, granted, people around P. Diddy have been killed left, right, and center, but the motive for P. Diddy to kill a random DJ Turkish person in London, in North London, makes absolutely no sense. There's no correlation here. Just because P. Diddy's in the news, people are attempting to make the correlation, but it doesn't make any sense. There's no link between P. Diddy and this man being killed, and I think that a lot of people are wanting to make this link because of the mysterious deaths around P. Diddy, and with the fact that this news came out and via Daily Mail, and there are pictures of him and P. Diddy. He's just taking pictures with different celebrities, as a lot of people do on the Instagram live, and I'm pretty sure that, Turkish gangs clearly wanted to go for him for whatever reason they were. People have been charged. That can now be publicized because those people have been charged. This took place in October 2022. This did not take place this year. This did not take place last month. This did not take place in October, November. It's just been released now to public knowledge. That is it. In fact, if people even do their research, Last year, this was being reported that this man was killed, and nobody was alluding that it was P. Diddy at the time, despite the fact that even back then, it was common knowledge that people were dying around P. Diddy. So I think I want people to just breathe and calm down, and just because somebody's pictured with P. Diddy doesn't mean that P. Diddy has anything to do with that person's death. It doesn't make any sense. A lot of people are also saying that Diddy is in London right now. I haven't seen that anywhere, so I don't know how everybody knows that he's in London. There's no proof that he's in London. It doesn't make any sense. He was in London before this whole shit show of his lawsuit started. He was working with a lot of content creators and influencers, that which I know of some, and also, you know, with gigs, musicians, doing concerts in early November. That was when he was in London. He was recently only sighted via TMZ in his house in Miami looking stressed. That was the last sighting of him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any sighting of him in London. I know some of you guys are worried for me. Murad, he might be in London, you're in London. I don't live alone, and these are the reasons why I don't live alone. And I also live with two of my best friends. One of them is a police officer, and the other one is a detective. So I'm in safe hands, guys. I'm in safe hands. But this is why I also don't live alone, for security measures, because you never know what might happen. You never know what might happen. But guys, I appreciate the worries and etc., but there's no proof that this man is back in London. It doesn't make any sense as to why he would be here. In terms of bank issues or money issues, I don't think he needs to come to London to resolve those things. So unless anybody has proof that he has been sighted in London, which would be reported by, you know, publications, like, who knows that this man's in London? I don't understand. Like, how do you know this man is in London? Where is the sources? Where is the proof? This is what we need to go by when we discuss these conversations. We can have our theories, but we can't present theories as fact, or somebody sent us a source as fact, because we don't know. And, you know, we need to remember that. So this death of this man, which is unfortunate and wild, obviously took place through gang warfare. You know, we live in London. London is like that. I know London. I know North London. I know, you know, the communities in North London. Although I'm not from North, I can see how this took place. I've heard stories like this before. So, you know, there's commonalities. I don't think that this has anything to do with P. Diddy. He was just pictured with P. Diddy. He's pictured with several celebrities, and have a DJ. You are going to be pictures with celebrities, especially if you're putting it online and you have this wealth and this following and etc. Eyes are going to be on you. So I just want to clear this out, because a lot of people are wanting me to do research on it. There are a lot of people who have also reported on it and are also saying that it's in connection to Diddy and etc. You don't know that. Do you understand? This is what frustrates me about reporting on stuff like this. We don't know that it's got anything to do with P. Diddy. So why is everybody just alluding to that for traction? I don't understand. I just find it interesting. But make of this information what you will. Hopefully I've cleared this out for you guys. Maybe you guys won't believe me and still believe that P. Diddy has anything to do with this, but it does not make any sense that he would be in London in October sorting out a gang to kill a random DJ last year in 2022. Like I highly doubt this man has any understanding or connections to Turkish related gangs in Tottenham in North London. I highly doubt that. My man Diddy is not from London. He's not from here. He's not from Ends. He's not from the UK. He's not from London. He doesn't know a lot of people in London here. Granted, musicians and basic connections, but that's about it. If this happened in New York, maybe we could question it because he's from Harlem, but he's not from North London. He's not from London, so it doesn't make any sense. There's no proof that there's a connection. There's nothing. Not everybody that is seen with Diddy now, and if that person dies, it's got something to do with him. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't apply to every case. And that's what I thoroughly believe. Maybe you guys disagree. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you guys have proof that he's in London. Please go and show me, because I ain't seen nothing that he's here. And if he's here, child. Like I don't know what you're supposed to do. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this video. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button for daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. Please do not be scared of people in this life. Please do not be fearful of people in this life, because you are equating that with God, and God forbid. God forbid. Subscribe to the channel, click that button. I would appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.